Hey, what's up guys? This is Joe. In this video, what I'm going to do is use my simulation tools to simulate the NBA and NHL playoff games for tonight. Today is April 24th. There's 2 NBA games and 3 NHL games. So I'm going to do that. But before I get into it, check out the links below. I got links to all my tools. I got my simulation tools down below where you can get these spreadsheets along with the player prop and the daily fantasy simulation tools from all the major sports. I also have my baseball cheat sheet link down below too for today. I got that updated, and just to check out all the comments in the videos down below. So let's go into the video. So let's start off with NBA, and these games are not too close with point spreads, but we can still run the simulation and see what we got. So we got Boston 14.5 points over Miami. The over-under is 204. And let's just run the simulations, and it's going to run 250 simulations of the games and see how it does. So obviously, Boston's going to win most of the time with such a high point spread. Actually, against the spread is pretty close. Not too much different there. Implied totals are a little bit here. Miami went over their implied total 55% of the time. Well, Boston only went over it 44% of the time. So it's kind of interesting. Scoring more than 130 points, Miami never did. Boston only 2% time. Margin of victory. Boston winning by more than 20 points, 95, 3 times actually, though Miami won by more than 20 points over Boston. You probably got to get some crazy high odds to get that. And let's see, on the actual over-under of the game, went over only 110 times of the 250, so that's only 44% of the time. So it's looking like maybe this might be the play is to play the under here in the game. I'm not going to really touch the point spread, but I may take the under on this one. So let's go back to the games and let's check out the next one. We got Oklahoma City 7.5 point favorite over New Orleans with a 211 over under, a little bit higher. Let's run the simulations there and see what we got. And here we go. So we've got Oklahoma City winning pretty much 2 out of 3 times, which kind of expect that. Point spread again kind of low, maybe a slight edge towards New Orleans, but nothing big. Both these teams went over their implied total a little bit. New Orleans a little bit more. 55% of the time they went over their implied total of 101.8. Let's see, scoring over 130 points, over 120 points. Oklahoma City got it 17% of the time. Margin of victory, I kind of feel this is kind of interesting here. There's out of 250 times, out of 250 simulations, 23 of the times New Orleans wins by more than 20 points. That's almost 10% of the time it's hitting, maybe 8% of the time. I bet you can get 40 or 50 to 1 odds on something like that. Just throw a couple bucks on it. I may look into that and see what I can get for kind of a blowout in the opposite direction of what you'd expect. And the actual over under though is pretty even, about 49.8%. So basically 50-50 toss up. So if I'm going to bet this, I may bet New Orleans. Just throw a couple bucks in for a blowout. Even over 15 points, pretty good. If you can get the odds of say 20, at least 20, 25 to 1. I probably wouldn't hit this point spread. And maybe I would take over the implied total for New Orleans. So that's my simulations for NBA. Let's look at the NHL game. We got 3 games here, and let's start right from the top. Dallas and Vancouver. We got Dallas implied total 3.3, Vancouver 2.7, over under of 6. Let's run the simulations. I mean, this should show Dallas winning slightly. which is 60% of the time. So depending on what type of odds I could get on that. Win versus the spread, though, I mean, because Vegas is getting 1.5. So that's why they're winning 70% of the time here. Again, I'd have to look at the odds. I'm not pulling up DraftKings today, though. Greater than the implied total. Vegas, 55% of the time, greater than the implied total. More than 5 goals as a team. Dallas, 13%. 28% Dallas can get more than 4. And margin of victory, Dallas by 5 goals or more. 14, it's roughly 6-7% of the time. Is there anything too interesting here? I guess the over hit quite a bit. Well, not quite a bit. A little bit more than average, 53%. Nothing too exciting. Not sure if I would touch it. I would have to see the odds. Maybe take some Vegas points over. Let's see. Let's go to Boston game. This is a pretty even matchup here. Both implied total of 3. Toronto's at -1 and 1.5. Again, the over/under of 6. Let's run the Sims to check it out. And basically dead even for who's going to win. Boston with that 1.5 though, winning 75% of the time. So see what you have to lay for that to bet that. Toronto though, greater than their implied total, of which have 3. So 57% of the time. So it's not too bad. What else do we got here? Nothing too exciting. Margin of victory, greater than 5 here. Let's see. It's only had 210 actual games because 40 of them must end up in a tie. The simulation doesn't take overtime into account, so it's just the 210 games. And the over went a little bit under, 52% of the time. Could be looking maybe for a low-scoring game here. Definitely look like it could go either way. So, and let's just look at the final game and be done with today. We're at Edmonton 3.4 to LA 2.6, and they're winning 2/3 of the time also. So that could be good play depending on what type of odds we get. Implied totals are pretty much right on. We're at almost 50%. Not going to touch that. And the over/under 2 is almost right on. So this is definitely a game I kind of would stay away from. I guess I see more plays in basketball than hockey. But I'd have to kind of look at what type of odds you can get for some of these. Even for this, just for the team totals of scoring more than 4 goals, what's the odds to get that? And for margin of victory, we got here Kings winning more than by 3 goals or more, 23, which is probably about 10% of the time. So let's see what type of odds we can get for that. But so I just wanted to show you the tools. Again, you can check out the links below to download them and to join, or also check out the Major League Baseball spreadsheet cheat sheet is out today. So let me know if you got any questions, post any comments below, and that's it. Have a good day. Good luck. Thanks.